this is Coach Kristen. So we are going to get started. I want you to go ahead and break into teams of 3. So take the whole group, break them into teams of 3, and then in a triangle, we're going to do a twist and toss. So you're going to twist and toss, and then the next person is going to do another big twist and toss, twist and toss. You want to be facing opposite directions so you can get that big twist. We're going to go for a minute, then we're going to switch sides, a big twist and toss. So a good way to get that core warmed up, get those arms warmed up. Then we're going to go into a squat and toss. So again, in a triangle, a squat and then toss. Next person, squat and toss, around. Then we'll get a little closer and we'll go an over under. So the first person will take it over, the next person will take it under, and then over and under, and we'll reverse directions. Again, a minute on each of those. Then we'll get into our triangle, down to the ground, sit up and toss. So sit up and toss, sit up and toss around our triangle. And so we'll go a minute on each of those. So that twist and toss, each direction, a squat and toss, over, under, each direction, sit up and toss, 1 minute each of those, 2 times through. Then we're gonna stay in our teams, and partner 1 is gonna be doing jump rope. So partner 1 is always jump roping, getting that good cardio in. Partner 2 is in plank hold, and partner 3 is gonna be moving through different exercises. So there's 5 different exercises listed. There's 2 on each. So the teams get to choose which one they wanna do. If they wanna do option 1 or option 2, they're doing 120 total reps. So between the 3 people, 120 reps, they can switch at any time. But then if your partner 1 would become 2, 2 would become 3, 3 would become 1. Again, 1 working on those jump ropes, 2 in that plank, 3 working on those 120 reps. Now, they can start in any order they want. So you could, if you're limited by equipment, have the team start at different stations. But they can't move to the next exercise until they've completed their 120 reps. So the first one is going to be a deadlift or a good morning. So they can choose to do deadlifts, so nice flat back, taking that weight down to the ground and back up, loading up those hamstrings. Or good mornings, they can have the weight on their chest, the weight on their back, or even use a pull-up band and have that band over. Nice flat back down and then back up. So slow down and fast up. So they can choose deadlifts or good mornings, 120 reps. The next is going to be a shoulder press. So no legs, staying tight through your quads, tight through your glutes, pressing that weight up overhead for 120 shoulder press. Or they can do a high pull here, taking that weight up. Again, try not to let those elbows cross too far up over your ears for that shoulder protection, but they can do those high pulls. The next will be a goblet squat. So up in the front rack, going down for that squat, keeping those chests nice and high. They can choose that, or with a PVC pipe or a jump rope, an overhead squat. So taking those elbows, pulling them back, dropping down for that overhead squat. So they can choose a goblet squat or an overhead squat. Lat pull downs, so on your pull-up bar, taking a band, grabbing each side, pulling it down, really squeezing through those lats, working those back muscles. They can do that lat pull down, or a bent over row. So again, flat back, rowing into those ribs, again, working that back in that bent over row. So they can choose between those 2. And then lying on the ground, they can go with a chest fly. So out to the side, squeezing into the middle, out to the side, squeezing in the middle, or a chest press. So down, they could use a handbag, down, and then squeezing up at the top, really squeezing those chest muscles up at the top. So they can choose between each of those 2 exercises, one working, the first working those hamstrings, shoulders, quads, back, and chest, but they need to complete the 120 reps before moving on. Then they're going to stay in their team of 3, or you could even switch teams at this point, and we're gonna go a 15-minute AMRAP. Partner 1 is gonna go out for a 200 walk or a 400 run. And P2 and P3 are gonna be doing 25 reps in sync of the following exercises. So the first is gonna be sit-ups, so they're going down and up in those sit-ups together, in sync. Then they're gonna go into those squats. So my partner's across from me, going into those squats, in sync together for 25 reps. Arch up, so on your belly, pulling up. Sorry, arch ups are a little limited right now. And then going to push-ups, again, in sync. So whether that's balance on a wall or on a box, on your knees, or full push-ups, staying in sync. So for each of those 4 exercises, partner 2s and 3 are staying in sync while partner 1 runs. When partner 1 comes in, partner 1 will take over in that AMRAP, and partner 3 will take off for that run. And now, who was originally partner 1 and 2 will take over and work on those reps together. Then we'll finish up with some stretching. Have fun.